Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dietrich, and tonight we are in a 2025 Kia K5 GT line. We are going to do a real-world fuel economy test on this vehicle. This particular K5 GT line is a front-wheel drive model. It's rated at 36 miles per gallon on the highway. Interestingly enough, that's 1 mile per gallon less than last year's model. The K5 GT line in 2024 had a 1.6-liter turbo engine. This has a 2.5-liter non-turbo engine. And driving-wise, it's worse. I did do a fuel economy test on a 2024, basically the same car, just last year's model. It was rated at 37, and it got like 37.3. Although it's thought that it got like 42 or something crazy. So its estimated average was way off. So we'll see what this one does. I have set my smart cruise control to 70, and I'm going to cruise about 107 miles down the freeway, turn around, come back, and fill up on the same pump that I just filled up on. So we will see if the 2.5-liter regular engine can actually do better than the 1.6-liter turbo. I have a feeling it's going to be within spitting distance, within 1 mile per gallon of last year's car. It'll be interesting to see if it overestimates itself as much as last year's did, though. So anyway, I am going to cruise on through the night, and I'll have an update for you shortly. All right, we are about 20 miles from Legoland. We've covered almost 36 miles. We're about to slow down thanks to the smart cruise control because we're coming up on some slow traffic. This car says it's getting 40.3 miles per gallon. I highly doubt that that is the case based on my experience testing the 2024 K5 GT line. But hey, to quote Too Short and Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. I am going to continue down to the turnaround spot, and I will have another update for you once we get headed back northbound. Okay, we have turned around. We're on our way back. The car thinks it's averaging 39.6 at this point. This route that I use is a net elevation gain of 0 because we start and end at the same gas station, but it's a little bit more uphill on the way back and downhill on the way out. So we may lose some of our estimated average mile per gallon, but who knows, maybe the mighty 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine will pull us up the hill with no problem. We'll see how it goes. The traffic and everything has been very smooth so far, so I am thankful for that. Weather is nice. It's a nice night. We're going to keep on going. We are almost back now. We've covered 102.4 miles. The average is sticking strong at 39.4 miles per gallon. The digital fuel gauge, if I can kind of see it there, says that we have burned 1/12 of a tank of fuel. Hopefully this gas gauge, or excuse me, digital average indicator is a little bit more accurate than last year's model, because if it's the same, last year it was off by like 5 miles a gallon, then we are very much off of the EPA rating. But only one way to know for sure. Let's get back to the gas station and spend some money and do some math. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We covered 115.9 miles. This vehicle alleges that it averaged 39.7 miles per gallon. It took, if I can make it focus there, 2.938 gallons of Chevron unleaded, which means that we averaged 39.4 miles per gallon. So that's interesting. A much better result, in my opinion, from the 2025 Kia K5 versus the 24. I honestly figured that this engine would get the same, if not slightly worse, than the smaller displacement turbo, but it was far closer to its estimated average, and it beat its EPA average by 3.4 miles per gallon, and it beat last year's model by about 2 miles per gallon. So, okay, I'll take that as a win. So there you go. The new Kia K5 beat the old one in my fuel economy test. And with all that being said, I'm going to go home and go to sleep. Have a great night. Bye-bye.